Yo, what up? We're reacting to an Oh my god, that was real. I think I've hit a fly or something. All right. What animal hospital has been hiding from us? Is a fly an animal? No.
What Animal Hospital has been hiding from you?
It's a
Animal Hospital is a game where you take in patients, check
I'll let him explain. It's a game.
for any strange anomalies, and then try to survive the night. All
Okay.
while a whole bunch of different things are trying to come after you or just trying to sneak into the hospital. But what else is this game actually hiding? Is it based on anything in our world? Well, yes. See, in the main
Yes.
lobby of the game, you can look around and see a couple of different signs. And just looking at these
Never play the game, by the way.
signs, it pretty much tells us that this game takes place
Asian
somewhere
Highway.
in East Asia. So either Japan, Korea, or China is my guess. A lot of the text around here is also
Or Turkey.
Korean. Like up there's some Korean text that when translated, it reads emergency room. So now I wanted to see if there was any real world haunted hospitals somewhere in East Asia. And that's when I discovered the Gonjiam Psychiatric
Gonjiam.
Hospital.
Gundam
This is
style.
a place located in South Korea. It's known to be one of the most haunted places in South Korea, and also one of the freakiest places in the world. And there's been many talks about this hospital. There's legends of mysterious
My
deaths,
fault.
mad doctors that
Gundam
were as
style.
crazy as the patients in the asylum. And so what we actually know about the hospital is that it was built in the year 1961, and it had 3 floors where it served hundreds of patients. It would then close in the year 1996 when the owner and director of the asylum would end up dying. But now a ton of different rumors started spreading about this whole asylum. There's legends that hundreds of patients died with no explanation. The cruel ways that the doctors treated the patients. Yeah, we could relate this to Animal
That's like always a thing, right? It's like how the patients get treated.
Hospital. How Dr. Harlow may not be so nice after all.
Hi, Dr.
Now,
Harlow.
honestly, a lot of these are just
Wanna
rumors.
tickle my
I mean,
tummy?
there has been some people that have visited the hospital and swear they see something. Ugh. Wait, was that a face right there? Under the table, it looks like a man with a scared face. Wait, at 012, you could see a female half face on the wall? Huh? Let's go there. 012.
Gonjiam Mental Institution.
Is there...
Long abandoned.
Was that a face? Was that a woman there? I don't know, but I don't like any of this. I would hate to do any of these things here. But now, what does this real-life asylum have in common with the Roblox game Animal Hospital? Well, we have claims about mysterious patients' deaths, insane doctors, secret experiments. People who have visited the abandoned building have also mentioned that they hear disembodied voices, feeling cold spots, and also maybe seeing shadowy figures. Also, this whole building is fenced in, kind of similar to this Roblox game right here, where if you look all around, they kind of make it impossible for you to escape this whole facility. But now we're just kind of making assumptions at this moment. They're not conducting experiments in this hospital. Right? They're not evil, right? Well, wrong. I talked about this in my lore video, but pretty much there's clues all around you that something bad is happening in the hospital.
add it.
Like, for example, if you talk to these animals outside in the lobby, they'll say things like, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. Look around. The doctors won't talk about what's in the basement. The doctors refuse to speak. I've seen the same patient die twice now. Same person, twice. The security footage from last night is missing. Again, I feel like someone is watching me near this place. And yeah, when you turn around, up ahead is actually Dr. Harlow just following you everywhere you go. And yeah, as you can see his eyes, those aren't normal looking eyes at all.
He actually does follow you.
Dr. Harlow looks to either be an anomaly or infected. Yeah, even Ron from accounting says, want to know a secret? They're testing something here. The patients, they're not sick, they're infected. Yeah, also throughout the game, you're helping out Barney, who's actually a serial killer. Yeah, that's right. The intern in this This game isn't a good guy either, and that's because the intern used to be part of an experiment. Yet, you ever wonder why your character kind of looks like that? Well, that's because you're not a normal animal. Maybe you were at some point, but now you're also an anomaly. See, I realized it the other day when I looked at the jump scare scene, you know, the one that you used to be able to purchase on the wall to jump scare everybody in the game. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
also an anomaly. You're not a
I'm sorry.
Ever wonder why
There's
your
something on
character
the wall?
kind of looks like that? Well, that's
Your sanity is important. If it reaches 0, you die.
The one that you used to be able to purchase on the wall to jump scare everybody in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually ended up removing the whole jump scare all game pass in general. But when it was allowed, it would play out this scene right here. And I realized two different things. One, the player has a face similar to that of an anomaly. That's pretty obvious. But two, behind the player is a padded
So it's not an animal, it's an anomaly.
cell. Now, why exactly is the player inside this padded area? And where would this location be? Well, remember that one animal that mentioned something about a basement? And again, also tying in Ron's line about people in this building are infected. Yeah, also just look at the intern's outfit. It's meant to look like a hoodie, but actually it's more like a straitjacket. And it all now makes sense when looking at this old jump scare scene. And this isn't just a normal jump scare. This is actually a memory that the intern went through. They were put in this room as some sort of experiment and are actually revealed to be some sort of anomaly. But alright, we know that this whole animal hospital is doing some experimentations, but
it does look like a white room,
why do these anomalies exist in the first place? Where did they actually come from? Well, we may have the answer to that. See, this person named Linksey's Alt actually managed to break through the game and found some pretty interesting things.
The game.
Yeah, they found a whole bunch of different models of the many characters in this game. But what I found the most interesting was this little image here. Because when you look at it, you realize it's actually a real newspaper. And so I went ahead and translated it, and I found out that this whole newspaper is talking about the Fukushima nuclear accident.
That's crazy.
Which, if you don't know, in the year 2011...
So it was just a little... So you just slapped on a piece of newspaper on a pixel?
There was an earthquake that hit Japan, and because of this earthquake, it ended up exploding a nuclear power plant in Fukushima. Yeah, this whole explosion was considered to be the worst nuclear incident since the Chernobyl disaster. Yeah, there's even over 164,000 local residents that had to move out of the area due to all the radiation that was...
Why is there that... With Japan, right? I don't think there's a lot of space. Okay.
Around there. But now the question is,
I was gonna say, why is there so many people around that?
Why is this newspaper about this nuclear accident in this Roblox game? And why is it just kind of hiding in the background? Well, it could be part of the backstory of Animal Hospital. Now let's try to put a timeline to this whole thing. The timeline in this game is that at some point there was a nuclear explosion that caused a whole infection amongst the townspeople and possibly the world, turning them into all these strange anomalies. Again, we know for a fact that animals are infected. Ron from accounting has clearly mentioned this. And so the Animal Hospital would take in these patients, but then they would begin to experiment on them. We know this because Ron also mentions how there's experiments going on here. We also know that something else is happening within the basement of the place. And we're now at a point where the hospital is refusing those who are actually anomalies. You know, the ones that
I like the logo of the
hospital.
It's just like the top of Stan's beanie from South Park.
Is refusing those who are actually anomalies. You know, the ones that actually do need the help. Yeah, the Animal Hospital doesn't want anything to do with them anymore. They just want the animals that aren't actually anomalies. But why? Is this for an experiment that they're working on? Yeah, we know this whole place does do experiments because clearly something happened with the intern over here. Also, in the new update, the character Liz mentions how these anomalies are not a coincidence. Something strange is going on here. And not to also mention that Dr. Harlow is now also seen carrying a box where he very clearly doesn't want you, the intern, to know what's inside. If you even talk to Dr. Harlow, he even mentions how some sacrifices must be made. Maybe even I might be one of them. Yeah, no, that was pretty clear from the lobby of the game, Dr. Harlow. But also, when we talk to Rathu, in the latest update, he gives us a key to Dr. Harlow's secret stash. And then if we take this key, go to one of these pictures here, and find Dr. Harlow's secret safe, we're able to find what he's actually hiding. There's a note that says, the experiment was a success. The shadow now sees everything. And then on the right side is an image of Rathu's sister, Ratina, who many people also believe she's this stalker creature that's following you all around the game. Yeah, I mean, they do have very similar attributes and everything, but I also believe one of the animals outside mentioned something about a shadow. So either Ratina turned into this shadow, or she's actually working with Dr. Harlow on making these experiments. But what do you all think? I imagine there's going to be a ton more lore that we could dig into. So if you want me to look more into this game, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.
That's crazy, bud. Yo, don't forget to follow, subscribe, And yeah, let me know if you want to see more of these videos, but like it's Animal Hospital gaming videos. Yeah, peace.